Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Wade LeBlanc is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher. At the plate, Joe Panik. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, the second baseman, Joe Panik.
From the stretch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
First pitch, 4:05.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Struck him out. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's set and the pitch. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. Throw on to first gets him and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ryan Borucki is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And Dan, D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Trey Mancini. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Iglesias gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. skied into straightaway right. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Batting third, the designated
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And here's Renato Nunez as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And the run will score easily as the Orioles are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Andrew Velasquez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Velasquez, just 24 years of age. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your 2nd out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So now to the plate, Ramon Urias. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. On the ground to the right side. Fielded by Penn. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. The Orioles lead it 1-0. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, inside.
Now the 1-0. Fly ball into straightaway left. Santander waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
That is fair.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll reach over his head to make the play. And a sparkling play it was to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Anthony Santander the next to bat, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Anthony.
First delivery to him on the way, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Two and 0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Coming to the plate now, Pedro Severino. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the belt, the pitch. On the year, Severino is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Fisher, patrolling center, makes the play. 1 out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And, guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Standing in now, Stevie Wilkerson. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 1, the Jays 0. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Charging in is Santander. That's in there. The Jays look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Up next is Danny Jansen. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. As a look, now the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but
meanwhile now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. The second one he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Joe Panic. And he puts it on the ground to second. Reined in. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They've got two already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The bat, number 13, shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lourdes Gurriel, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Strike two.
I got the count 0-2.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 3 runs already home here. Fouled away. 1-2. Here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Striding forward now is the DH, Bo Bichette. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Two strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Randall Griffith as he rips it on the ground to second, and that's through. A base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Into the box, Rowdy Tellez, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Hit hard down the line. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the 3rd inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
In now, Danny Jansen. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ah, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Jays are out in front, 7-1. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He leads off this.
Leading off for the Orioles, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. Finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
A 2-1 count to Nunez.
I got 2 on the count.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do. Thank you, Heidi. Ty Block answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. All set for the start of the 4th. Digging in, Derek Fisher. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Way out of here as it bangs off the gate. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting, the second baseman, Joe.
At the plate, Joe Panik. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Throw into second. Throw won't get him. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Nunez camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Bo.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And behind the back, he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Orioles 1. Stepping into the box, Andrew Velasquez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Standing in, Ramon Urias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2.
1 run, 4 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Anthony Santander waits on deck. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hernandez is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 25.
In now for the O's, Anthony Santander. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rendell Grichuk. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in and looking for more, Rowdy Tellez. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup. Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Stepping in now, Danny Jansen. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit to third. Right to him. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Panic's got it. And that's the first out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Stevie Wilkerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Ready once again, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 with the runs scored so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. In there, and it's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Trey Mancini is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And there's a base hit on the line. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
To Panic covering. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in, Derek Fisher. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Now batting, second base.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panic. Out in front of it, strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
This is line to left, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Renato Nunez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down out there near the wall.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, Andrew Velasquez. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Panic. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Ready now for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got...
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. A man at third with one away. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Heading out towards shallow right. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes now.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Into the box, Anthony Santander. Slider laid off for a ball. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a looper to left. Hernandez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Orioles strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Seventh inning ready to roll. Now in the box, Lourdes Gurriel. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Gurriel.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Chopped toward the second baseman. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Another 2-2 offering.
Count is 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Left field and deep. Santander on the run. Running hard. He's digging for second. And that's off the left field wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. Hard liner to center field. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder.
Stepping up now, Rendell Grichuk. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Foul ball, that's out.
The 0-1 pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Blue Jays held in check, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Chase Anderson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
22, Chase Anderson. Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder.
In now, Stevie Wilkerson.
Wilkerson.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate now, Jose Iglesias.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, Dan, obviously good game plan by the offensive team. Bunch of knocks, but they can't seem to get any runs going.
Boy, I'd say that's a pitcher, Nero. You're always trying to minimize the damage. Lots of traffic, but so far, very little to show for. You wonder how much longer he can keep this up.
And a ball 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Lined into right, a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. The relay. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Orioles strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Striding into the box, Rowdy Tellez. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far.
Number 44.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. This is pulled into right. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Striding in, Danny Jansen. He was a double play victim last time around. First offering on its way.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Count even now at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So stepping in, Derek Fisher. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate, Joe Panik. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Sean Armstrong enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Mancini retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Jays lead it 9-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Andrew Velasquez. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the second baseman.
At the plate, Ramon Urias. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. In there at the letters 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 25.
Stepping in, Anthony Santander. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Giving chase is Hernandez.
He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Orioles leave 1. They trail big. It's 9-1. Standing in, Teoscar Hernandez. He doubled his last time through.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Number 12 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting. The designated
Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he takes ball 1.
1-0.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Back on it is the left fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roy, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Behind 0-2 now.
Nope.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Standing in now, Rowdy Tellez. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Orioles 1. Coming to the plate now, Stevie Wilkerson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
So now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Strike taken up in the zone.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So here's Trey Mancini. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Dwight Smith Jr. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Wilmer Font will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Wilmer Font. Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, Renato.
To the plate now, Renato Nunez. Fouled away. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Baltimore down to their final strike. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Blue Jays scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Ryan Borucki gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Wade LeBlanc was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 10 runs, 18 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.